Right now, we have one large component for our app. However, at this point, we need to add plenty of logic to the clock feature of our application. And this collection of 4 divs over here looks so related to each other that we might as well create an entirely new component for it. We'll do so by adding the clock.jsx file within our source folder. New file, clock.jsx. We'll follow the same code as before. So we'll import React as well as the component from React, and we'll also import our CSS.css. We'll declare the clock class and extend the component. Finally, let's go ahead and export the clock now. We'll of course need to render something. So just as before, we'll render a parent div, that's our clock. And let's go ahead and grab the JSX that we wrote before and paste it within here to save some time. So copy this, place it within here. And this will be the structure of our JSX. Now let's go ahead and add a constructor. Remember, we need to pass the argument of props, as well as the super props for the object-oriented inherited programming style of ES6 JavaScript. Finally, let's declare some initial state. We'll need to have some state for the days variable, the hours variable, the minutes variable, and the seconds variable. So let's say days, and for now let's say 0, hours, also 0, and the minutes as 0, and of course the seconds as 0 as well. And then we'll change all of these numbers to be the state that we want them to be. So this one will be this.state.days. Hours will be this.state.hours. Minutes, you guessed it, this.state.seconds, not just kidding, minutes. And then this.state.seconds. Cool. Let's save this, import it within app, and then replace our JSX with a clock component. So let's import our clock from the current folder, clock. And then we'll go ahead and replace the entire clock, or the entire div rather, with our clock component. I'll have a self-enclosing tag. Go ahead and save. Let's reload. And let's go ahead and inspect the element. We got something wrong. Oh, and here we go. A valid React element or null must be returned. Remember how I said before that our render method must always return the JSX rather than just write it out? Well, here we go. Many of you probably caught that, but let's go ahead and add that right now. And you guys are probably screaming at the screen, David, you're missing something. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. And there we go, 0 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds. Now that we have our clock component, we can go ahead and move on.